Once upon a time, in the Kingdom of Cush, Papa Anansi sat miserably outside his hut. His stomach rumbled loudly. "I'm so hungry," he moaned. Just then, Mr. Doodoo waddled by carrying a basket of corn husks to sell at the market. Papa Anansi's eyes gleamed at the sight of all the corn. "What if I took some of the corn off your hands? Lighten your load a little," Papa Anansi suggested. However, Mr. Doodoo quickly refused. He knew what a tricky little trickster the Spider-Man was. "I can sell you some. Do you have money?" asked Mr. Doodoo. Papa Anansi scratched his head. "Not now, but I will have some money very soon," Anansi lied. "In fact, I'm off to fight the Gorilla King at his annual boxing match and win the chest of treasure." "No one has ever beaten the Gorilla King before," replied Mr. Doodoo. "That's because they didn't have what I have. I'm going to ask Mamere for her magic ring," exclaimed Papa Anansi. "Be careful," warned Mr. Doodoo. "You know how bad-tempered Mamere is. If you trick her, she will surely make you pay." Papa Anansi crawled over to Mamere'S hut and begged for her ruby ring. With trembling lips, he claimed the Gorilla King had threatened their village, and only her ring could make him strong enough to fight back. Mamere knew the Spider-Man was a sly trickster, but for the sake of the villagers, she placed the heirloom in his hands, warning him that if he did not return it, he would be in big trouble. Anansi made his way to Troop Mountain and faced the Gorilla King. "No one can beat me," the king boasted, but Anansi leapt forward and with a single blow sent the mighty gorilla stumbling back, shocked and furious. Mamere waited 3 whole days for Anansi to return her ring. Finally, she went to his hut, where she found him polishing his new treasure. "Give me back my ring, Anansi!" she demanded, but the greedy Spider-Man said no. When she asked for some of his treasure instead, he scuttled into his hut and locked the door. Furious, Mamere returned home, and at midnight, she lit some special herbs and whispered into the wind. "Nang Tian," she called. "I summon you. I have an arachnida who needs to be taught a lesson." Under the full moon, Nang Tian drifted from her grove, ghostly and silent. Her voice was soft but deadly as she asked Mamere's wish. The sorceress told the spirit all about Anansi's trickery, and Nang Tian agreed to make him return the ring. With a spine-crawling moan, she went to find the Spider-Man, floating above his bed. Nang Tian called out to the sleeping trickster. "Papa Anansi," she whispered. Anansi opened his eyes and looked up, full of fright. "Please, tell me I am dreaming," he whimpered. "Because of your dishonesty, I must now teach you a lesson. Come," commanded the spirit. Anansi tried to stay in his bed, but it felt as if invisible cords were pulling him up and along. Unable to resist, he followed the spirit until they came to her grove and stopped in front of a towering banana tree. "At the top grows fruit that grants eternal fortune," said Nang Tian. "Really?" asked Anansi, twitching with greed. "Legend said you are a vengeful ghost, but I see that is not true. Go ahead, climb it," replied Nang Tian. Papa Anansi climbed the tree and was almost at the top when snap, the banana leaves wrapped around and trapped him. "Help! Help me!" he screamed. "You betrayed Mamere's trust, Anansi," Nang Tian's voice thundered. "Forgive me. I will return the ring. Just, please, let me go," Anansi cried. "Do not trick me, trickster. You must keep your promise. If you betray anyone again, I will bind you to this banana tree forever." Nang Tian let him go, and the following morning, Papa Anansi raced over to Mamere's hut. Dropping to his knees, he held up the ring. "I hope you learned your lesson now, Anansi," Mamere chuckled. Anansi nodded eagerly and never tried to cheat a friend again. At least, not without checking for trees, spirits, or scorned old witches first.